Okay, guys, here we go. So this is my cross. I'm the left angle cross of education. So this is when the 11th gate is in the sun, not my 12th gate. This is completely on the other side. Anyway, it's really nice to start my day by educating this to you. Here we go. The left angle cross of education, the 5-1. This is the left angle cross of education. And of course, this is the second variation. The other one was me in June. We saw the first one in civilization with the 12. That was me. The fifth line is very beautiful. It's the philanthropist. Who doesn't want to be a philanthropist? You can see that this is a basic tenet of heresy that you must in some way display philanthropy. It's my fifth line heresy to give away as much of human design as I can for free. Really? Did you do that? Well, thank you. You got me, but the rest, I don't know. At least as much as what is reasonable. This is the philanthropy. This is the essence of the fifth line experience. You can see that the moment you get to the left angle of cross of education, you see the true white path. The true white path is no idea has a right to be secret. No idea can be exclusively held and only released for reward. In other words, the 11.5 is against patents, copyrights, you name it. It's these people who write me letters and say, "You got it from a voice, so why should we pay for it?" I say, "Okay, 18 years of work. Yeah, amazing job. Thank you. Everybody applause for Ron. Unbelievable. How he did it, unbelievable." Nonetheless, the 11th gate will say, "Hey, it's all free. Everybody has a right to." Now, we need those kinds of beings because it's the bedrock of education. The bedrock of education is how does it work? No secrets. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's see how it works. This can be very, very beautiful process. The motiveless nurturing of the disenfranchised. That means motiveless nurturing of the ignorant. It's about raising the level of intelligence, philosophic and humanitarian ideas. It's not so much that they're philosophical or humanitarian ideas as much as they're offered in the philosophical and humanitarian context. Ideas are seen to be benefit humanity, and the benefit humanity benefits from ideas. There's another side of it. The withdrawing from direct contact by giving a form of defense. That is giving away ideas out of a sense of insecurity. Now, of course, we know that. We know that, for example, with human design, it's very newness and it's not so new anymore, but still, it's very newness allows for this kind here to have a taste, see what it tastes like. And this is in way the idea in which ideas to have put out into the world. It's why we have a world of samples. You're giving a sample of this and a sample of that. This is part of the 11.5 process. This philanthropy is in the hands of the 5-1 can be very, very beautiful. It can if they have a very strong enough depth in the first line. But this is also a place where you see this kind of people to try to get secrets out of governments from old files. The people that want everything revealed, modern concepts of business transparency. All of the things are rooted in this line of the philanthropist. So this giving away is one of the things that I always recommend to idea people. Don't live by your idea. Give it away or sell it to somebody else because this is what outer authority truly is. Ideas of great value as an outer authority. And this is an extraordinary time for people that have the 11th gate. You've got Pluto sitting here. You're being taken into very, very unusual depth of ideas and ideas that are in many ways the most profound ideas possible since the beginning of our process as a nine-centered being. So this is very deep. And for those people who are 56 and don't have the 11, this is an extraordinary period. The next 3 years where it's going to be very, very intense mental pressure from Pluto. Yeah, that was 20 years ago, so that doesn't work. Anyway, we move on to the 5-2. The 5-2 is going to thrive on withdrawing. 5-2s are great at saving here and take it and go. Take the idea and go away. Leave me alone. You want something from me? Here's the idea. Go ahead, take it, go away, and go ahead. But they're wonderful beings to have in your life. They're the kind of beings, unfortunately, who will give you an idea for anything. They're very, very good at it. But this is the key to understanding that if you start at the beginning with the Schumann first line, when you start with the fact that serendipity rules, right place, right time, whatever, but that's the right place, right time. If you need to have personally your ideas valued, the 5 doesn't care whether the idea is valued or not. It simply puts them out. Here, try this. Here, try that. Interesting, right? Here's this one for you. I will give you some advice. This is the great line of I'll give you some advice. If you want wonderful advice, go to an 11.5. Any heretic, by the way, will give you any advice, but some of it is scary. The 11.5 is shit. The 11.5 is really nice. These are the people that have a certain amount of light in them. Wow. And they're always trying to give you the advice they will make your life better. Truly, it's what interesting about them. Now, obviously, when you're dealing with a 5-2, it's coming from the self motivation business. It's very, very difficult, and they tend to use ideas as a way to keep themselves protected. So you give away ideas out of a sort of protection. Remember, when you meet a 5-2 on this cross, you're going to assume that they're going to educate you. That's what they always think. And they don't educate you. You're going to be really pissed with them. If I don't blow noise in your ear, you're annoyed with me. I'm a clarion. You expect that somebody in the cross religiously, you expect to be educated by them. If you're up to a 5-2 and say, please educate me, they say, here, take this idea and piss off. Go away. They're not necessarily appreciated as teachers. Oh, well, I'm also want to be alone. What the 5-2 is really wonderful at is this philanthropic signpost. It's like these pictures, like from the Caribbean, from Bermuda, when you have these cops dressed with these tall white hats and these suits, and they're standing in the middle of a horrendously busy crossing, and they're doing their number with whistles blowing and white gloves pointing. This is what the philanthropist is. Particularly the 5-2, because when you're coming to a 5-2, they know that you want to be educated, and they say the school is that way, and they'll send you to a good school or a good teacher. You meet a 5-2 who is a musician, and you project that they're going to teach you music, and you go up to them and they say, there's a great guitar teacher right down there over there. Yeah, they're very nice, protecting themselves. Again, we have to see that everything about life is an evolutionary adaptation, and it's clear to me that 2 5s and 5-2s are undergoing enormous change in their potential because of the virtual environment. I think, particularly in the case of the 5-2s, we don't have enough 5-2s to balance the numbers of the 5-1s in that sense. 5-1s are very powerful forces for good and for bad out there. 5-2s are interesting because they bring with them a naturalness that in some ways contrived in the 5-1. The 5-1 has to study, it has to learn all these things. For the 5-2, it's in them. And when something is just in you, how it becomes out carries a special quality. I think we're going to see much more 5-2 heresies in the internet age, in the blogging age, in the ability for a 5-2 to release an idea on the internet and not have anything directly come from them, just putting it out. I think we will have a lot more of them. So yeah, do you know any 5-2s that are stepping into the light lately or something like that? Because it's their time. I'm a 6-2, and the 6-2 is gonna start very soon. But it's not our time yet. It's coming. So 5-2s are the ones in the power.